Did you know that Nigeria imports over $1.3 billion worth of dairy products every year, despite having millions of cows? In today's video, I'll be sharing the story of Ibrahim Mohammad, who is building one of Nigeria's largest dairy farms, spanning over 1,500 hectares of land, and turning local milk into a thriving business.
How many liters of milk do you get here?
60.
In a daily?
A daily.
Wow.
From starting from just a few cows to now running a full-scale dairy production.
Just yesterday, I saw 2 for 4 million naira, 2 at 8 million naira. So I think it's my greatest achievement.
His journey is a proof that agriculture in Nigeria can truly work.
Thank you for letting me tell your story. Can you just introduce yourself and tell us
Okay,
where we are?
my name is Ibrahim Mohammad Askirama. I'm the Churoma of Askira. Askira is in the Borno state. It's a part of southern Borno. I've been a politician. I've held several offices in government. And now I'm a full-time farmer here in Abuja. The name of my farm is Woila Cattle Ranch. Woila Cattle Ranch is a dairy farm that has been registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission for over 10 years now. We have been into dairy production. Initially, we started with beef. We have Brahmas, and we have a lot of animals before. But finally, we decided just to go into dairy production. Because of lack of dairy in the market, everything has to be imported. We said we need to do something different.
To fill the space.
To fill the space. You know, the government is spending so much money in trying to bring in milk, powdered milk, and then other dairy stuff into the market. We feel now we should be able to complement what the government is trying to do by stopping farmers from importing dry milk and even raw milk. So we said, okay, can we just start, doing something, to augment what the government is trying to do. So I've been here for a very long time, and we do a lot of breedings. We sell breeds as well to other dairy farmers who want to buy breed, so they can also start the dairy production. I've been a farmer right from when I was a kid. My grandmother introduced me into cattle rearing. My grandmother, she's a Fulani from Yola. My dad is an emir in Borno State. So I have both the Kanuri stuff and then the Fulani stuff as well.
Okay.
So
I see.
precisely, my grandmother had a lot of cows. So, the cows were just behind our backyard. If you go to Ngoroje in Taraba, you find people having cows behind their backyard. And then we had a cow behind our backyard. In the morning, I'll follow the herdsmen when they want to go and milk the animal. I'll go and follow them and also milk the animal. And my grandmother saw that I was so interested in animals. She gave me a few of the calves. Say, you can also have your own calves. And then I was so happy. When I close from school, I come back there. And then I started rearing my own cows as well. And I follow the herdsmen when they are going to the bush to go and rear the cows. We follow them because we could see there are a lot of rabbits in the bush then. We follow the rabbits and we get the rabbits there. And we usually catch the rabbits, young ones, and bring them to the house and keep them. So I became passionate about cows when I was just no more than 6-7 years.
So you did not just start today?
No, far away from that. I grew up there. I'm so passionate about cows.
Wow.
I'm passionate about cows. I keep cows, I keep rabbits, I keep antelopes. I have pigeons in my house.
You have antelopes?
Antelopes, yes. I have antelopes,
Wow,
so,
amazing.
Yeah, so it's not like something I started just yesterday. No. All my children were born, they saw me doing what I'm doing. And some of them are graduates now, some of them are even working. And they saw a father from day one that I've been having cows. They said, Daddy, when did you start this? I said, I started this a long time ago, long time. Even when I got into politics, I remember when I was the chairman of my local government, which is called Askira local government. I had cows behind my backyard as well, because when I close from office, I go there to look at my cows. So cows have been my best friends, and I'm the one of their best friends as well.
Okay.
Once the cow is sick, I'm sick as well, because I must be there to make sure that the cow gets well. So, and I happen to be a passionate man about animals. Not only cows, I have sheep, I have rams.
Wow.
You know.
So could you take us around?
Okay.
How long have you been into dairy farm?
Dairy production?
Yeah, production.
Let me say 9 years.
9 years.
Yes.
Wow.
This is called Montbéliard.
Montbéliard.
Yes.
Is that the breed name?
Yeah, that's breed name.
Okay.
It's a French breed.
Wow.
It's a French breed. See how huge this guy is. She's a female, but she's bigger than all the males.
Males. I see.
This one, they are friendly. They don't charge on anybody. This one, each one of them can give you 30 liters.
30 liters.
30 liters
Of milk.
Of milk daily.
Daily.
Daily. You can milk her in the morning and you can milk her even in the evening hours.
Wow.
Now she's heavily pregnant. We're not milking her for them. She's.
Also, when they're pregnant, you don't milk them.
No, we milk them, but when the pregnancy is about 7-8 months, that's when we stop milking them.
Oh.
You know, all of these, the 3 of them are pregnant. So we call them. This is a Frisian. That one is a Frisian, and this is a Montbéliard.
Montbéliard.
Yes.
So how many cattle do we have in total?
Maybe 60.
60.
Yes.
For milking.
Yes. For not all of them are milking. You know, we cannot milk all of them at the same time.
Okay.
Sometimes you milk those that have given birth. Sometimes you can milk those that are 6-7 months.
Okay.
And when they are beyond that, you don't milk them until when they calf again.
Okay.
Until when they calf. Hey, Montbéliard.
Wow, amazing. I also notice your cows are friendly here. Like they're not like the regular cattle that are aggressive.
No. They are not. If I've come with the carrot now, you would have seen them coming near me because they like carrots.
Carrots, wow.
Carrots. So I give them carrots.
Did you treat them to like carrot or something that cows like?
I know. I think I just came with carrot one day and they saw me and they started following me. And I started just giving them the carrot. Before you know, they became used to me. Anytime they see me, they expected me to bring carrots to them.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
She's the only one that we're milking for now.
Okay, just this one?
Yeah, those. Because the pregnancy is just 4-5 months. So we can still milk them. But these ones that we're not milking them because their pregnancy has advanced. She has advanced. This one, she's almost close to giving out.
Giving birth.
Giving birth, exactly. Giving birth, exactly. Okay, this one we call pen 1.
Pen 1, okay.
Pen 1. We have pen 1, we have pen 2, we have pen 3, we have pen 4. We have the open pens outside. Okay. Where we take you where we have our locals and our crosses.
What's a typical day like in the farm here?
Typical day, we wake up in the morning.
Okay.
We clean the pens. We wash where they drink their water.
Okay.
We make sure we wash them.
Okay.
And then, hi guys. You know what we do here? These are expected mothers.
Okay.
These are expected mothers.
Okay.
This one she just give birth.
I can see a cow.
Yeah, that's she just delivered. Okay. So we're expecting these 2 to as well deliver. They're about 4-5 months pregnant. So we usually don't put them where bulls are so that they don't mount them.
Mount them.
If they mount them, they could terminate the pregnancy.
Okay.
Yeah. So we clean the water, stop there. We clean their pen stuff where we put food, and this is their salt lick, and then we put the salt lick for them to
What's the use of the salt lick?
The salt lick is minerals. Okay. It gives them minerals in the body.
Okay.
You know, in case they are lacking some minerals, it gives them minerals. You know, and more especially because they are pregnant. You know, because they are pregnant. You can see, you can see the baby there. She just gave birth.
How old is this?
Like a week.
And it's very active.
Very. You can see the baby is, I think it's about a week today, not 2 weeks, about a week.
Okay.
Precisely a week.
Okay.
Yeah, precisely. This is pen 2.
Okay.
The pen 2.
How many pens do you have here in total?
4.
4 pens. Okay.
4 pens. Yeah.
With how many animals each inside?
Each pen has 4.
Okay, 4.
Yes, 4. Okay. But sometimes we can put 5, but precisely 4. We milk them by 7:30. The milking companies come here by 7:30 to collect the milk, and then we record it. We put them on the scale. We know how many. It's 50 liters, 60 liters, whatever liters we'll be able to make in the day. They now take the milk to the factory and process it to yogurt, and then they sell their yogurt. So because we have not started processing, so we're only giving them the raw material, the raw milk. On the milk alone, we're making 60,000 naira daily for now. But we are expecting about 15 animals to deliver in the next 2-3 months. they will deliver. Precisely 3 months. 15 animals will deliver. So our milk production is supposed to go up to 100 liters per day. Yes.
So do you focus just on dairy animals? Like
yes, we are just focused on dairy.
Dairy, okay, no beef.
No beef, no
Okay.
beef. The dairy animals are what we're doing, and we're enjoying it. There's a factory just very close here. The factory comes there to pick the milk daily. By 7:30, they are always on the farm. So as soon as we finish milking, they check, we weigh it on the scale, and then they take it there. These are what we call heifers.
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 Okay.
This is their first calving. They've started calving.
Okay.
These are heifers. So this guy, she has calved. She's a cemental. She is also a dairy animal, but has a beef. You can use cemental for beef. You can use cemental for dairy. Okay. Why we brought them here? They are hardy. Okay. They hardly go sick. You hardly see them going sick or going down like what we have. Okay. You know, like the Frisians. The Frisians can usually go down, you know, with a little disease, but these ones are very hardy. Okay. So she's a cemental.
This particular one?
Yes, this particular one. Okay. They call her cemental. Okay. She is a Frisian. Okay. The other one, she's also a Frisian. You know. So by this one, when we're milking her, do you know she can give us 22 to 23 liters?
In a day?
In a day. Wow. This particular one.
Wow.
Yes. This one, her mother gives 30 liters. Her mother. But she is the first one, she's the first child of the mother. You can see she's just big for nothing. She's just a very young, she's a very young animal. Very young. She's just looking big, but she's very young.
For an average cattle like this, what's the weight like this one?
Let me say averagely 500, 500, 600. Okay. These ones, not those ones. Okay. You know, you can see those ones, they're weighing about 1,900. Between 1,000 and 950 to 1,000.
How old is this cattle like this?
She's 3 years.
3 years?
She's 3.
Oh, and is this big?
She is 2.5. This one, she is 2.5.
I like how you pay attention to also making them look very good.
Yeah, they're looking good. They're looking good. We're trying our best. Even though the pasture issue has been the biggest problem. We put pasture, but now we are only giving them concentrate. We little pasture. The pasture is the biggest problem we have in this country. You know, we don't have a bigger land that we could. You can see the land that we have. So by the time we give them what we have harvested here, it's not enough to take them the whole year. Yes. Before the next rainy season. So we have to buy what we call kaikai, which is a chaff from the grain from farmers. Yes, grain chaff. Buy wheat offal, the maize offal, granule cake. We mix it. You could just see a vehicle coming into it. Yeah. That vehicle I've spent about 1.5 million naira to do it. You know. We have been mixing since yesterday. So I just finished mixing about 1.5 million naira. And do you know this can hardly take us up to a month? Wow.
This cannot take you up to a month?
No, it cannot. It cannot take us up to a month. Wow. Maximum 2 weeks. Wow. Maximum 2 weeks. But what we have here is about 250 bags. So, and averagely every day we give them 10 bags. We give them 5 bags in the morning. Here, we give them 5 bags in the evening. Apart from the other cattle, where I'm going to take you. Because we have divided the cattle into segments. Okay. Yes.
Why did you do that?
For better management. Okay. One, we need to know how many liters of milk each one is giving us. So we need to know what is the production capacity of each of the animals. If she's giving us enough milk, we maintain her. If she's not giving enough milk, we still let to butcher so they can go and butcher her. So we don't want to keep animals that we are not been able to get much milk from. Yes. You understand? Yes. Yeah. Yes. So that is the essence of keeping them like that. Yes. So when I was in politics, I saw that I was missing something. And exactly what I was missing is my animal. So I'm happy when I got back to where I... You must be very passionate about this. I'm passionate because that's where I grew up. I told you right from my grandmother. So I'm a typical Fulani man as well. I'm a pastoralist. So I decided, let me go back to where I know what to do better. So I think I can leave those politicians to do what they know better. But for me, what I know better is my cattle. Yes. I'm passionate. I come here almost every day. Wow. You come here every day? Yes. And this place is very far from home? Yes. Wow. Once they tell me an animal is not feeling well, or even if it's in the night, I drive here to make sure what is wrong with the animal. So when I discuss with my veterinary doctor, they tell me, Honorable, you know this thing better than some of those veterinary doctors. Yes. I will tell them, this animal has such issue. And then we come here, we treat the animals, and then I go. Even when the doctors are not here, we give them the treatment. We just formulated the feed yesterday.
You formulate the feed, you bring them here?
Yes, we formulated. These are a combination of wheat offal, granite cake, and there are so many combinations here.
What's the difference between feeding animals with this and the animals that eat, the livestock that eat grasses?
Honestly, each animal, each cow loves grass more than this.
Okay.
They love grass.
Okay.
They love pasture.
Okay.
You know? But in the event that you don't get the pasture, you have to give them what they will need to eat before the rainy season comes back. But obviously, an animal loves grass more than any concentrate.
Yes.
You know, grass is about 60% of animals' life.
Okay.
And other stuffs are just like 40%. Yes, 40%. 40%. You know, to what countries I've been to, in Cameroon and in Niger, and they don't give them pasture, they don't give them formulation like this. They don't. Because they have the pasture.
Sure.
You know, they give them grass, they eat grass, and they look them looking robust, very good. But here you can see the grass have dried up.
Yes.
Because they've eaten everything that we have had, we farmed last year. But this year we're trying to go beyond, because you can see the dam area, we haven't had grass there. We call Bricaria mulatus that we've just planted, and Bricaria itself. So we're feeding them from the dam area.
Have you been able to manage diseases here?
We do a lot of hygiene. We clean the pens, we wash their trough, and then we do vaccination. We give them vaccination every 3 months. Either it's CBPP, whether it's CBPP, all the vaccines. So they periodically, that's 3 months, 4 months, you know, we vaccinate them against diseases. So we make sure that we don't allow them to exceed the period of vaccination period. We are so concerned, we are so very careful about vaccination period. So we give them vaccination, you know, from time to time. We don't allow them to stay without vaccines. And then we also spray them, you know, against flies. We spray them acaricides so the flies don't disturb them. Okay. And then we control the ticks as well. Okay. So these are very good ways of controlling disease on the farm. We've never had any major outbreak on the farm, no. In fact, when I buy my vaccine, I give farmers that are even close to these farms so that they can also vaccinate their animals. To avoid them bringing anything here.
Wow.
For free.
For free. Wow.
Once I buy like 4 or 5 bottles, because each bottle is about 100 mil. So 100 mil can do, a vaccine for each animal is just 2 mil. So if I give a full animal, they can vaccinate all the animals around for free.
Wow.
Every season there is an outbreak, I make sure that I control this area. I control this area.
You're being intentional about your animals.
Yes, I don't want them to come infect my animals, you know. So we make sure that we do this, you know. I enjoy this area. I enjoy this area more than the town where you have air conditions. Yeah, I take fresh breath. You can see the water here. You can see the.
I can tell.
I mean, I enjoy this area.
The weather is very chill.
Very chill, you know, very chill, and then stuff like that. You know, when I wake up in the morning, I give them a phone call. As early as 6 a.m., I ask them what is happening on the farm. They will tell me, yes, the farm is doing good. A cow has just delivered, and then we're expecting another one to deliver. We have the date. Each time a bull mount or we do an insemination, AI, artificial insemination, we record the days they will give birth. So exactly the day they will give birth, sometimes I have to come and wait for them to deliver. You know, we could miss 1 day, sometimes 2 days, but precisely just like what you have in the labor, a woman who is in labor, you know, she could deliver before the labor date or after the labor date. So exactly that's what happens to animals. They also carry 9-month pregnancy, and we make sure that if she's on heat and we don't want another bull to mount it, we want to do an insemination. We'll keep her by the side and do an insemination. Can I take you around now?
All right.
Okay. You can see some of these animals that are very big.
They're very big.
So can you hold one?
No.
If I can put a rubber and give you one to hold. 10 of us cannot hold one animal. 10 people.
Maybe we should try it. Just joking.
But if you want, we can try putting one here so that you can see how it's.
Okay. Yeah. So in this industry, what has been your biggest achievement or your biggest moment since you started dairy farm?
My biggest achievement, I've been able to do what many people have not been able to do in terms of dairy production. As I told you now, If I decide to retire today and stay at home, alhamdulillah, with the money we're realizing daily, 60,000 naira, 70,000 naira daily on milk, you could calculate it up to 30 days. How much are we making about? We're talking about more than 2 million naira,
yeah.
which is enough to take care of me and my family. My children have all graduated. The last one, she's in the law school now, she's in part 1. My last child, she's in Abattoir American University. She's in part 1. So all the other ones have graduated. One has graduated in UK, one has graduated in Debrecen, one is in Turkey, she's now in Abattoir American University. I think my children have all graduated.
All from dairy farm.
All from dairy. And let me tell you, sincerely speaking, most of them have paid their school fees from this farm.
Wow.
Not on the milk alone, we're selling breeds as well. So yesterday I sold 2 breeds for 8 million naira.
Wow. So you also sell this cattle?
Yes. Just yesterday, I sold 2 for 4 million naira, 2 at 8 million naira. And the people are still begging me to add 2 more to them. I tell them, please wait till when I need money. Now the money I've realized I'm going to pay my children's school fees. So I mean, I don't think I have much to worry. I can be able to take care of my good health. I can go to the hospital from what we have been able to do here. So I think it's my greatest achievement. I don't need to struggle going out looking for contract. When the contract comes, I take it. When they don't come, I say, alhamdulillah. I have what to take care of my life. I feed. I feed my family very well, and I'm able to feed my extended family. I take care of my extended family. We have shared this farm into segment. Okay. This is part 1. The part 1 are the pure breeds. Now I'm going to take you to where we have the crosses. Okay. Where we don't have crosses. We don't allow them to mingle with the ones in the house. Okay, why is that? Because they go for grazing. We don't want them to go and take any disease outside and bring to those ones that they don't go for grazing. This one cannot resist diseases. They can resist. They can resist. This one cannot go out for grazing. They can go out for grazing. So we are being careful on mixing them together. We are being careful in mixing them. So are we entering here? Yes, we're entering there. So this is how we have our locals. I see even the locals you have even very good breeds of the locals. Yes, because some of them are crosses. Some of them are crosses. So I make sure all the locals stay here on this farm, and the ones that are not local stay on the other farm. Each apartment has its own cow. Here some of them are crosses. This is a cementer. She is a cementer. She is a pure cementer. Pure cementer? Yes, she is a pure cementer. This one is, you can see the calves. Within 2 weeks, we have had 9 calves. Wow. These are the 2, these are bocolos. Which one? These are the white ones. These white ones. Yeah, they are the normal Sokoto Gudali. We call them Sokoto Gudali. And then we have an Azwak here. Azwak is a Niger breed. We're trying to experiment and see how they'll be able to make here. This one they go for grazing with an AI. Okay. When they come to AI, when they come to you see that one? Okay. These one, they all have what they call AI. We did AI on them. Okay. And we're expecting to see what calves they are going to give us. So we make sure that they go out for grazing and they come back in the evening hours. And when they come back in the evening hours, we complement their feeding as well. We just have this just less than two weeks. All of them. This is the first. This one, you see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have about 9 calves within a short period of time. 9 calves.
What's the gestation period for like this kind of cattle? 9 months. 9 months. Okay. 9 months. 9 months. These ones, they're hardy. Okay. They are hardy. They are resistant to all diseases. Okay. Unlike those ones. So we can allow these ones to go for grazing. They go for grazing. They are hardy, but they are very good. They are very good. We're trying to experiment now. We did insemination on all of them. Okay. This is the one that they recently gave birth to? Yes. Okay. They recently gave birth. About 5 here, 2 there, 7 within 2 weeks. Okay. Within 2 weeks. Wow. And we're expecting 15 to deliver. Here we have another one that have not delivered, about 4 of them. Okay. For AI. Artificial insemination. And we did dairy insemination for them. That was freezer hosting. Hosting freezer. That's what we did. We gave them. So this particular breeds you have also are for milk? Yes.
Okay.
They are not, these ones, they are not for pure milk. Okay. But we are trying to make them give us breed for milk.
Milk.
By the time they deliver now, we'll sell them and keep the small children. Then we'll now inseminate them again. Now they have turned to full milk. Okay. So we should be able to have plenty. Now there are some of these ones, you know, the bocolos, they are not dairy animals. They are not dairy animals. They give probably 3 liters, 2 liters. 1 liter. Some of them even give 1 liter. So we don't look at
the local Fulani does not really produce milk.
No, at all. That's why we go for genetic improvement. You know, genetic improvement. That's why we're doing insemination. We're trying to develop the genetics so that we can have genetics. You know? So we have a lot of semen on ground now. So we've started doing the AI, the artificial insemination. So we do genetic improvement. By next year, all of them have given birth. We'll try giving them another insemination. By the time we do 2-3 times, we sell all the mothers and we keep just the offspring. And then as soon as they grow up, we'll start producing milk in high quantity.
Okay.
And the high quantity and disease resistance. They are far more than the what we call Bature, the white men.
Okay.
These animals, the one that we just
because the genetics now are better.
Better.
Improved.
Better improved. These one now, they'll come and give you better milk in the future than their mothers.
Their mothers, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Now I understand the improvement you're talking about.
Yes. So we don't allow them to mix with other ones. So this is their calf where they stay. And then all of them, the ones that have just gone out for grazing as well, there are about 25 of them. So we usually put all of them here together, you know. And every husband in the morning carries his cows out for grazing. Yeah. And then you see, when it comes to, let me take you outside, you see how we usually use the grass on the dam side.
Okay.
On the dam side, you know. We intend to put grass here, pasture here throughout this year. Okay. The land outside here is also my land. Behind the wall is also mine. And then we'll do something better this year.
What's this land sitting on? This whole land?
It's sitting on about 1,500 hectares.
1,500 hectares?
Yes.
Wow.
Let me be precise with you. Even our current vice president, Kashi Shetima, has been on this farm. He came and blessed us. Gave us a good blessing. He said, look, I'm happy with what they are doing, young man. Keep on doing it. You know, he's a passionate person about animals. Very passionate. And one other person who has been giving me encouragement is my Senator Mohammed Ali Ndumi. Oh, fantastic human being. Fantastic human being. He always said, Prince, go ahead and do this thing. You can make it. You can do it. Don't allow this farm to go down. We're always proud of you. So my Senator also encourages me. I say, Senator, it's difficult. It's difficult. To buy feed is difficult. He said, you can do it. And these two people have been my inspiring. They've been inspiring me to do better than what I've been doing.
It's good you have people that inspire you.
Yes. You know, Kashi Shetima, His Excellency, loves animals. He's so passionate about animals. For him to drive to this place, it tells you that he loves animals. You know? He came and saw what I was doing. He said, no, you have to improve. You have to do this. You have to do that.
You have to do that.
So he has been inspiring me to go ahead. This is a crush.
What's it used for?
Thank you. A crush is meant for so many things. If you want to give vaccination, we'll put the animals here.
Okay.
We lock this place. And once we put animals, we put 6 here. We call this one the gangway. The gangway. When we put 6 animals, we'll put the iron and we'll block it this way. Okay. And the animals cannot go back. Okay. So you can just inject it. Pim.
Okay.
Pim.
Okay. So there's no movement.
No movement. She cannot stop so that she can break the injection. Middle.
This is the biggest bull you have.
Yes, it's the father. Okay. It's the sire. It's the sire. You can see now he cannot fight you.
Yeah.
You can see this is what we call the collection center. Animal cannot move backward, it cannot move forward. You want to treat an animal, you bring him to the crush. You can see how it was outside before he came in now. Now if I want to give it an injection, see, I can just inject an injection. It cannot move forward.
Yes.
It cannot move. You know, if we want to wash it, we wash it here. We want to spray with the acrosite, we spray it left and right within our can. It cannot move forward. It's the only way you can hold an animal without struggling, breaking needles, struggling to wound somebody.
he cannot hold this animal outside. If you put the rope, he cannot hold him.
Yes.
He cannot hold him.
Yes.
Even 20 people cannot hold this animal.
Wow.
20 people cannot hold this
strong.
animal. Yeah, of course. 20 people cannot hold him. You can see, this guy is way more than 1,000. He's way more than 1,000. But here you can see, whatever you want to do with him, you can do. He cannot do anything to you. You know, he cannot do anything to you. He cannot do anything to you. Okay, guy? Outside you are a hostile. Here you are nobody. You know? You can raise the head up.
Yeah.
You raise the head up, open the head, mouth, and drench it if you want to drench it.
Okay.
You cannot do anything. If you want to deworm it now, we raise the head up and we drench it and we give it dewormers. And that's all.
But do you use this for milk? This place for milking, or you?
No. We don't use it.
So how do you do milking?
We have a milking parlor.
Okay, maybe we're gonna go there. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have a milking parlor.
Okay.
We milk them at the milking parlor.
Okay. So what are the challenges you faced in dairy production in Nigeria so far? In these 9-10 years you've been in industry.
Lack of electricity.
Lack of electricity.
Yes, because how to cool down your milk is a big challenge. You can see where we are now. We don't have electricity. We don't have electricity. Nothing has been provided by the government for us here. Nothing. As I told you earlier, the government is not helping matters when it comes to livestock production. When CBN were giving out loans during a MFLA period to farmers, livestock industry were not being considered. Tomatoes people have been given. Even Tatrashi people have been given loans to improve. Even the rice farmers, maize farmers. But the livestock industry is virtually left nothing. Nothing was coming for the livestock industry. Look at the whole of this area. We have a lot of farms around here, but nothing has been provided by the government. But I believe the current Minister of Livestock, Honorable Ibrahim Mohammad, is somebody I know very well. I've been to his farm several times. He has been my role model. And I believe he's going to do better. He's going to do better. You know, I've been a role model to most of us who are farmers. You know, I've been to his farms. His farm is a fantastic farm. He's doing so well before his appointment as a minister. So I believe he knows the challenges we're facing. You know, he knows the challenges. We don't take loan on these animals. We take loan, how long do you pay the loan? But we need grants. We need grants. We need them to give us grants so that we can improve the livestock industry. We are passionate, we are serious, we are committed farmers.
Yes.
We are committed.
It's showing, of course.
You know. We are committed farmers. Honestly, I'll be happy if the government, you know, comes to our aid by providing. One, you see, the land in the town, we are not close to the town. You see how many kilometers we drove to the farm. Yeah. Fine. Because by the time you have a land in the town, Kuje was earmarked for farmers. But within a short period, people will go and change the usage, the land usage. Before you know, a developer will come and say, I want to develop my estate here. You guys can leave. We have a paper from the FCDA. They kept on moving farmers until where we find ourselves here. So we are not being helped everywhere by the government. We're not getting land to put our animals. We're not getting water. We're not getting anything. We're not getting any encouragement from the government. No kind of, incentives have been given to us by the government to say, you guys are doing well. We need to help you. We need to assist you. No, none is coming from the government. That's the challenges we're having.
So aside that challenge, is there any other challenges you face, like with the storage distribution or?
No, we don't have challenges storage distribution. For me, no. Because as soon as we're milking in the morning, the guys are picking the milk immediately. Okay. They come with their milking cans. Okay. And they pick them. So we don't have much. We're not keeping the milk per night. But I'm trying to bring in a cooling tank very soon. Okay. A solar cooling tank. Okay, where you store your milk? Where we can also milk in the evening. Okay. Now we're only milking in the morning. You understand? Because we don't have a storage. But if you have a cooling tank, we can milk in the morning and we also milk in the evening. And we put them into the cooling tanks and they stay overnight before the off-takers will come and off-take it. So now the off-takers only come in the morning and that's all. Even if we have excess milk in the evening, there's nothing we can do about it. Yes, because we don't have storage tankers. Though it's not easy, we don't find it easy. As I told you, about 1.5 million naira to buy feed for only 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, the feed is finished. So if I'm not passionate about it, I would not be there. You'd have given up. I would have given up. I'm only trying to do what I like most. That's my passion for animals. Wherever we keep our sheep, but they are not here, they're in the town. Okay. We have about close to about 100 and something sheep. Wow. that we usually give out during the Salah period, during the layer.
Okay.
One of these days, I'll take you to where we keep only sheep.
Okay.
Our sheep farm.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So how do you think this farm is helping to increase the production of milk now in the country, like with this, I would say, the small impact you're trying to create?
And so, alhamdulillah, at least now people are happy. The industry, somebody erected constructed a yogurt factory, very big yogurt factory. It's just behind the farm, very big. He needs about 2,000 liters per day. He's producing milk. It's those of us who are living around here, we give him 2,000 liters. And now he's into production. He's in the supermarket. You can find his milk. I don't know what the name of his yogurt, but it's all over the supermarket. And he's happy. Without us, his industry cannot move forward. And he has employed a lot of people working in the industry. On this farm, we have about 10 staff. An average of 75,000 naira per staff, which we have reduced the cost of unemployment. The young guy there, he told me I graduated. For 6 years, I've been looking for work without any way finding work. But here he came. He's finding a work here. We're paying 75, apart from other allowances that we give him. We give him housing for free. So I think we're also helping the labor market as well.
So was there milking this morning?
Already they've milked them since around before. As I told you, some of them have gone out for grazing.
Okay.
So they've milked them before we went out. And those here, they've milked them already.
Okay.
They usually come here by 7 a.m.
So far, you've been in this industry.
Yes.
Like for, I'll say 9 years now. 10 years.
Yes.
Are young people showing interest in farming?
They are not. They are not. The young people want to make money quick. They want to make money within a short period of time. So most of them are not interested in what we are doing. They say it as a waste of time. Yes, most of these young men, they want to make money without suffering. But for us, and those of us who grew up like that, we love to do things in the hard way, you know. Honestly, the young ones are not showing interest. Even myself, I'm not all my children, it's only him that is interested. The remaining ones are not interested. When they go and say, Daddy, the sun is too hot. Daddy, we cannot do this. Daddy, Daddy, why are you enjoying it? Why are you suffering yourself? But I say, but it's out of the suffering that I've trained you out of.
Up to this extent,
I use the farm money. Once the school is opening, do you believe I could sell 3-4 animals that make 12 million, 30 million, and I pay for their school fees? I do that. And they are saying that, Daddy, why are you doing this? Why are you suffering yourself? I think it's from the suffer that you have grown up to become what you are today. So, I mean, I will not say the young ones are interested. Honestly, if they are interested, I would have also retired to leave it for them to
Of course.
But they are not. They are not interested at all. I know they are not passionate about it. No.
For someone who wants to start, what are the key things he needs to know before starting?
The first thing you need to define a line of business. You want to go for dairy, or you want to go for beef. That's what people don't understand. I want to go and start a cow.
Livestock.
They'll start buying animals anyhow in the market. No, you need to define dairy or want to go for beef. If you want to go for beef, you need a Brahman, you need a Brahman, you need a Bokolo, you need what they call it, you need if you're talking about genetic improvement, you need a Bokolo, you need what they call other animals. Bosmara, you know, Bosmara, by all these ones, what they call it, Montbéliard, Simmentals. These are animals that are very good in beef production. Within 2-3 months, we've been able to have them on the table. But for the dairy, it takes you some time, because for the dairy, you need Friesians, you need Jersey, you know, you need Jersey, you need Friesians, you need even Montbéliard, you know, 50% milk, 50% beef. So there are a lot of dairy animals that are, but Jersey is more stronger than all the animals. Jersey, I don't have Jersey yet, but I intend to have Jersey very soon. Okay. Because I'll be attending a conference in South Africa next month. So when I get to South Africa next month, I'm going to look at the Jersey. Because the Jersey can go out for grazing. You don't need to keep them like when you're keeping these black and white. They can go to graze, they can feed them, you can come back with them, you know. But these ones, they cannot for grazing. They cannot go out for grazing. You have to feed them 2-4-7. They cannot go for grazing. You know, they cannot go for grazing. You know. So I think if you want to start a farm, first of all, you get a very good land where you can have pasture. 2, you need to define your line of action. What do you want to do? Dairy or beef? You need to see where can you get the good breeds that can give you good production, either in terms of milk or in terms of beef within the shortest possible time. I think that's what I would advise the young ones to do. And they have to be committed. And you have to be passionate. If you're not passionate, no matter how you want to go into this, at the end of the day, you will run out of the business.
So I was going to ask you that in this, let's say, for a young person now in Africa watching this video who wants to go into dairy farm or anything at all in this line of business, what would be your advice to them?
My advice for them is, one, they should try to be passionate about animal. Because what drives you into animal production is passion.
Passion.
Two, you need to be committed on animals. Commitment in terms of breed. Because what we usually have in the past is our local breed. And our local breed are not doing well. You know, averagely they are not doing well. But when you go for genetic improvement, you can do for AI, which is the artificial insemination. You can go for, what do you call it, embryo transplant, which is there in South Africa now. And then most of the countries in Africa, they're into embryo transplant. So you can go into embryo transplant, you can go into artificial insemination, and then to do genetic improvement. You see, if you go to Kenya, I've been to Kenya, I've been to Uhuru Kenyatta's farm in Kenya, and I've gone around in Kenya, I was so impressed. Averagely in Kenya and Maasai, which is called a Fulani man in Kenya, they are called Maasai. They look exactly like the Fulanis, they wear the same Maasai people. Honestly, they know how to do insemination by themselves. The American Breeders Association are in Kenya. They give them semen and they do insemination. So I think they are also doing well in Kenya. And averagely every household in Kenya you go, within the town in Nairobi, within the town, you find smallholders farmers that have 6 animals that are producing 30, 40 liters of milk. And in the morning before 12 o'clock, the milk have been collected. So I think something like that. And I want them to do. And Cameroon, wallahi, they are doing fantastic, very well in Cameroon. Go to Ngaoundéré in Cameroon, you see what they are doing. I've been to have good farmers in Ngaoundéré, like Dr. Hayato's farm, Dr. Buba Mumini's farm, Ibrahim Gaundaba Ranch. There are so many ranches. I usually go there every year during the cow festival. They have what they call livestock festival every December, where they showcase the animals. They have the highest production of milk, the highest production of beef. So I usually go there to attend. And as I told you, I'm going to be in Botswana next year in April. There is what we call African Livestock Conference coming out in Botswana. And within next 1 month, I'll be in South Africa. We're going to go for a show in South Africa. We're going to see how they do embryo transplant, how they do AI, and then we're going to look at their production capacity and how they get to do it very well, and what we're lacking to do it. So I'm going to South Africa to have a look at it. I'm going to sponsor myself.
I like how, even though you reach this stage, you're still investing in the business and investing in knowledge.
Yes. I'm going to South Africa next month. By next month, I just submitted my decision for visa. So to South Africa, I'm going to go. I'm going to be in South Africa for 2 weeks. I'm going to go around to see the limousine breed, to see the Bosmara breed, to see the, there are a lot of breeds that I want to go and see in South Africa. So I want to go and see how they are getting it right and what we are lacking. So I would like Nigerians to go to kind of shows to see what we're doing. Last year in Cameroon, and last 2 years in Cameroon, when I go to Ngaoundéré for the show, I was the only Nigerian there. I was the only Nigerian in the show industry from Nigeria to see what they are doing. So I will encourage Nigerians.
The only Nigerian?
Only Nigerian in Cameroon. Only Nigerian. I can give you the letter of invitation they sent to me. And I've been going to Ngaoundéré every end of December to see the festival, to attend the festival. Very fantastic. One person in Ngaoundéré in Cameroon will have 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 cattle. 10,000 cattle. Here in Nigeria, nobody has 5,000 cattle. Nobody has even 2,000 cattle in Nigeria. Because of insecurity, you are scared so that you not be kidnapped. One morning you wake up, they come and rustle your animals. I mean, there are challenges.
So guys, thank you for watching the video up to this extent. If you watched the video up to this extent, you are the real one. So guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and also I'll drop details down in the description. So if you enjoyed the video, as I said, like, share, and subscribe. And our goal the first half of this year is to hit 20,000 subscribers. So help us hit the goal as I bring you more videos on entrepreneurship in Nigeria, telling stories of beautiful entrepreneurs and also businesses. If you enjoyed this video, like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.